Man, oh man, oh man. What a day, what a day, what a day. And I thought that maybe it would be best to tell you guys what all happened. But then I thought about it and I said, forget that. We're on YouTube. Why don't I just show you? Super windy today. But there's the water. Can you read those messages I sent you? Help me with my talking points here. Mm-hmm. Because there's the beach. But the reason why I'm showing you the beach is stay calm in rip currents, move parallel to escape. We're supposed to have some bad weather here, Monday or Tuesday, I think. But I wanted to answer some of these questions or respond to some of these comments. What's the first one?
Just read the pinpoint here.
Yeah.
It says, I could never imagine living so congested. I don't see beach, I see pavement and buildings, LOL. Well, here's the beach.
Yeah, here's the beach. Oh, you don't have to, if you don't want to get sand on you, you don't have to come.
You brought me to the beach and don't think I'm going to walk on it?
I'm saying if you didn't want to, you didn't have to. I'm not saying you can't.
This is why I said, we got to do this later after our lunch date.
Okay, we'll do it after lunch, but I just want to capture this. So, yeah, they see land, they see buildings, whatever. You don't see the beach. Here's the beach. I hope the wind's not too crazy. We're going to come back out here later, but we'll actually probably come back out here next week and see what the water looks like if we're going to get some crazy wind and storms. What's the other one say?
The other one says, you're a TI, a targeted individual. They're doing this to a lot of people. Look this up. There's a lot of crap they're going to do. Relationships, don't let them get between you and your family. Do the research. All
right, yeah, TI, targeted individual. I would agree with that. No qualms there. I've seen it happening. Silencing, suppression, shadow banning, all that. You know, people hitting us in the comments with some really terrible stuff. Emails coming through, but we're not going to stop. We're not going to quit. Not going to give up.
No.
Is there another one?
Yeah, the RE. It says, I've thought that to be true for several months. Our haters can't stand to see good people making a difference in the world.
And we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying to make a difference. Thank you guys for considering us to be good people. Is that all?
Uh-huh.
That is all? Yeah. I think another one, I didn't send you, another one said, I thought you guys were moving in with the in-laws. And
why?
No.
Why?
No, why is, I think the why is interesting where the why came from. And the why came from, in my opinion, an old video. Because I remember this happening where I was telling a story about how you may need to.
Ah, yes.
And apparently it got misconstrued, or they didn't listen to what was being said.
Yeah.
And they thought that I was saying that we were moving in with the in-laws.
I remember that.
Yeah. And I don't remember exactly entirely how that went down, but no, we are not moving back in with the in-laws,
no.
At least not anytime soon.
Unless the in-laws find a way to own a beach house here.
And, you know, I will say that if for some reason that had to happen, not here or wherever,
yeah,
you know, it's family.
Yeah, it's family, so family. No problem.
Yeah.
It is definitely a cool, crisp, cool Florida morning here. And actually, got that letter, that notification, the update, the announcement that I was telling you guys about last night. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Appreciate you guys for all your support. Thank you for your comments. I'm going to go through and review them and take a lot of that into consideration and do a real analysis here, pros and cons, and weigh our options. But today we actually have some plans. Man, it's cool out here. I mean, it feels good, but man, the sun's out and I wish it was warmer. I just, Florida weather. And that's a huge part of our decision processes because we love Florida. We really do. Despite all the craziness that people hear and say and think about Florida, none of that really matters. I think the pros of Florida outweigh the cons in that aspect. But we do have plans today to catch up with a friend and maybe bring you guys along. And yeah, sorry if I roped you guys into all this because, honestly, outside of Michelle you are the first ones that I think of when it comes to these choices and decisions, and having a group of people who actually care and give a damn really helps in trying to find some sort of clarity, making good decisions, and possibly even coming up with new ideas and opportunities and options that we may not necessarily think of on our own. So I really do appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
Would I like prickly pear from the rainbow?
It's just this. Where'd he go?
He's gonna go from afar.
No, come from. Hey.
I don't love his mouth though. The mouth is throwing me off. He's very toothy.
Mr. Crab.
It's Mr. Crab.
38 Beach Blonde beers sales are gonna go through the roof because he's smiling.
That is true. Shit balls.
It's cool.
Oh, you're good.
It's now beer. It's beer battered chicken. It's
So
fine.
it works.
It's good.
You're fine.
No, it's good. They're both gonna go down.
That's what you said.
Fine. It's our fault.
I'm more upset about the
We've done
ketchup
too
than
much
anything
here.
else.
It was his
I'm
idea.
just messing with you.
He was gonna drink the beer and eat the sandwich, go to the same place.
Thank you.
You're good.
If it weren't you, I was gonna spill it. So.
Can I get y'all anything else?
After you're done giving it a blow.
That looks really good.
That is pretty badass.
Oh, it's getting worse. Empty boards home.
So you're just going no flare at all?
No, I'm gonna build around it. That's ugly. Can't wait.
I think we decided earlier today. You know what we decided?
I don't know. What did we decide?
That we're going to stay.
We did decide that we're going to say. After the kid sent me a text, he goes, I would like to live in Oregon. And I said, do you want to go there for high
What?
school? She goes, I want to live in Oregon. And I said, why?
What movie is she watching?
No. So she sent me a TikTok of all the reasons to live in Oregon. And I was like, I'm in, let's go. And
Oh
I
my
said,
God.
do you want to go for high school? And she said, no, I'd miss my friends. And then she sent 2 seconds later, she sent me a text. She goes, but wait, would you go? And I was like, no.
No.
Oregon black beaches were absolutely beautiful.
I just got to find a TikTok that says the reasons why you should live in Florida.
But it was-
and we're back.
No, it was a Florida person who said, as a Florida girl, I love Oregon.
Was it Kat?
Who?
Is Kat from Oregon? Or is she from Washington?
Oh,
Kat
no,
and,
not her. So
Brittany.
she said she's going to end up in Oregon, which I've already said I really like the Pacific Northwest personally. I thought it was really pretty.
I'm not moving to Oregon.
This is
I need
cute.
to get one of these for the kids.
This one's cute.
Yeah, that
I
was
do like
good.
that one a lot.
You should take this show on the road, Tiana.
The breweries everywhere. It could be a lot better.
Beach Camp Brewing Co., Crab Island Blonde.
Should I make the sale?
Put a little captain. Put a
red in
captain
here?
on there.
I make the flag red. I can't.
Put a
do all
tourist.
that. I can't. I'm not that talented. Stop.
Don't mess up. It's on camera.
Ooh, just like that.
I would never miss
It's
it.
perfect.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I like it.
Damn, that's good.
Okay.
To be honest with you guys, there's no way we can make it in this world if we keep acting like this. There's no way we can keep making it in this world if we keep acting like this.
You didn't get a code?
What are you talking about? No.
That's your box.
Oh, maybe I did, but I haven't checked my email lately.
Yeah. Let's say it's got your address on
It's my luggage. My lost.
I wonder if this is my glass stuff I ordered. Listen.
Not good.
Lulu?
I ordered Lulu.
What'd you order? The jacket?
Jacket and some other stuff.
He sent this yesterday, I think. I guess he overnighted it.
I thought he sent it the day before.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what happened.
Also, gotta get a lot of crap out of your trunk.
Gotta get what?
A lot of crap out of your trunk.
Yeah. Good thing we got the other stuff out.
Good luck closing that.
Yeah, it worked. So somebody left a comment. They said, some land and videoing the process of building your permanent home, maybe a garden, and share tips on types of stuff as you build and learn. Louis Valentino is demonetized and he started getting sponsors. Maybe you can find some. I will help you guys see what can be made doing cleaning. I clean for realtors, post-construction, and the big money is waxing and buffing floor interior, painting, but cleaning alone pays way above most wages I've found. Don't give up. They can't keep you demonetized forever. So I guess just one, we haven't been here in a minute. Welcome back, guys. I feel like I'm at home here, but we're not essentially demonetized. It's just certain videos were getting ad suitability issues, which ultimately felt like being demonetized because ad suitability typically pays less, ultimately literally paying nothing. Making a long form content video that paid less than a short form or a short, #shorts. And I know there's other content creators out there who are feeling this pain because I know the categories, the topics, the discussions, the conversations that typically pay the most and also pay the least. And it's unfortunate because I'm seeing other channels that would typically fall within my channel's audience's niche, as far as other channels that my audience watches or other videos and content that my audience watches, and they too are seeing a huge decline in their videos and their viewership and their impressions and their reach, with on top of that already having been tied to and linked to certain types of videos that inherently pay less in the eyes of the advertisers. So I know that they are feeling the intense pain and the intense struggle when it comes to revenue and trying to earn a living on YouTube, which, you know, I hear it all the time. Go get a real job. Well, maybe for some, they're going to have to consider some other form of alternative means of income and resources to compensate and supplement their pay, because YouTube is literally not going to cut it. As I told you guys, I'm not going to make a video that goes into the details about how much YouTube paid for 2023, although it was substantial. We'll just say it was meaningfully substantial. I do know that others aren't necessarily in that boat, mainly because of how they structured their channels and their content, their delivery, their isolation without having extreme diversity, and literally being on an island by themselves, which the numbers don't lie. They are going downhill fast, and odds are they're going to get very, very desperate in the content that they create, the strategies that they implement, the tricks that they try to pull, and or more than likely just overwhelm, like just overall just quit, just give up, because they realize it's not working out. It's not going to pay the bills, and they would be far better off, better suited, devoting their time, effort, and energy towards something that will actually keep them in the green or keep their heads above water. Now, 2024 is not the time to be trying to figure things out. 2024 is a time where you already have to have things already put together, be ready, and be prepared. Otherwise, 2024 is going to eat you up, chew you up, and spit you out alive. Now, got another comment here that says, 24 months. 24 months. I guess the empty units are worrying them. Hope you get it figured out. I live in a fifth wheel and fixing to move into my cottage and sell my fifth wheel. Still in an RV park. Love the landlady, friendly, great people. So here I'll stay. Interestingly enough, there's no way that we could feasibly, the three of us and a dog and a golden doodle, make it living full time in a van. But If you've seen my video or the video that I put up the other day on Squirrel Tribe Life, then you'll know the current situation with the van. And theoretically, having spoken to Mercedes-Benz, we should have the van back in a few days, a couple weeks. That's not necessarily a feasible option for full-time living, but if it came down to it, then hey, so be it. But I do believe that the apartment complex does realize the situation they're in, with a renter being us, having already renewed once, having a track record, a history, on-time payment, never having any issues, realizing that, hey, we should probably hang on to them like grim death, because we are not filling these vacant units. The economy is taking a turn for the worse. And in order to protect themselves, the landlord, the property management company, then it would make sense to keep and retain the best tenants that you have possible, in my opinion. That's just my thoughts. I'm not a property manager. I'm not a landlord. I don't know what their numbers look like. I don't see their books. I don't know that for a fact. But in general, I would say that's probably how I would want to run and operate my business moving forward, considering the turbulent times that we are heading into. Another one here says that you rent and you have nothing to show for it. Yeah. That's a good one. We should talk about that, right? I had some people say, they dropped a comment, they said, you know, if you rent, when you rent and you don't own, when you rent, you have nothing to show for it, which is interesting to say, because I know some folks currently right now, 2024, who own and are looking to get out of some real estate investment purchases that they made over the last year or two, and they have nothing to show for it, and they're just hoping that they can get out alive without ruining their credit and having to file bankruptcy or face a foreclosure. So renting, you have nothing to show for it, but buying and owning doesn't necessarily mean that you will have something to show for it either. Maybe what you have to show for it is some derogatory marks on your credit score, a foreclosure, some missed late payments, a short sale, all things, negative things that people are not really considering when they think about renting versus buying. I don't look at buying as the only end all be all, and I don't look at renting as always a bad idea, if that makes sense. But simply put, it's not as cut and dry as you may think, or at least how I look at it, okay? I understand that we're not necessarily going to see eye to eye on all of these topics and discussions and conversations, but that's just the way I look at it. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with renting. In fact, Fox News and the Wall Street Journal put out articles and videos about the forever renter phase, but in essence, really expanding on this and how forever renters, theoretically, this is a new trendy cliche term here, are using this opportunity as a way to build their wealth in other ways, okay? And it's not just through real estate. The idea, to me, honestly, is just another mental construct. It's a scotoma that literally has been told and fed to us since birth, basically. And if you try to go against the grain, then theoretically you are in the wrong. But I got to look at it the same way that Elon Musk went about creating this Cybertruck, and he decided, I don't need to build a truck based on how everybody else built a truck. I want to build a truck based on how I think a truck should be built. To each their own. Do it. Do what you want. Do you, boo? Do you, boo? But there's still forever renters out there still crushing their personal financial goals, and I see nothing wrong with understanding and realizing what's going to be the best opportunity for you, for me, for anybody, because not everybody's situation is going to be the same. Now, with that being said, I've got another one here that I wanted to talk about. We're sitting out here by the pool. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys with the water rushing back there. But at the end of the day, as you heard Michelle say, yeah, I think we're going to stay. I think we're going to stay. And originally this morning was the idea that we were going to buy a house in this year, 2024. We were going to buy a house. Maybe. Oh, and in a little bit of an unexpected turn of events, I had a phone call today, which ended up being a conversation and discussion about real estate. And again, expanding on this idea of becoming a licensed real estate agent, not necessarily
for the reasons that most people would typically think and believe, but something much bigger than that. And if you happen to be in real estate or a licensed real estate agent or realtor or real estate professional, and you want to know more about this opportunity and ultimately how it's going to produce meaningful and impactful personal financial change, then by all means, feel free, reach out, hit me up. I'll bring you guys more details real soon. But to be honest, guys, the simple fact of the matter is I can't sit here and speculate too much, because 2 years from now is a long time, especially with the way things are going and how quickly things are changing, how fluid of a situation this is. So expectations, and ultimately, in my opinion, expectations of the next year, 12 months, 2 years, 24 months, and following the trends leads me to believe that by early summer, we could potentially buy a home here for a deal, okay? In relative deal, okay? Pricing coming down, in essence. Still up from previous pricing, but down in comparison to most recent pricing. That's following the trends and paying attention to pricing coming down by way of less mortgage applications despite mortgage interest rates falling, less interest, less showings, more time on the market. I think that sellers are going to become more willing to negotiate. It's going to shift towards a buyer's market. And additionally, some of these sellers are finding themselves in a situation where they need to unload. They are illiquid. They have a liquidity crisis. They have a insolvency nightmare that they need to get out because they're too far in, they're too deep in, and there's a lot of other varying factors on the outside that are having negative implications on them, where all this excess investment real estate in vacation type areas just isn't necessarily panning out for them. So that could potentially turn out to be a deal for us. Now, I don't want to end up in a neighborhood that's extremely overwhelmed and high density with a lot of short-term rentals, which even Florida is having. They're taking serious consideration to how they're going to handle that, and that entire short-term rental, Airbnb, VRBO, investment, beach house, condo market is going to change drastically. Not only by legislation and lawmakers and new policies and new laws, but also by people's income and their discretionary spending and their eagerness to pour that money out into a want versus a need, okay? We're going to see more distressed sales from homeowners and investors losing out every month who can't hang on to it and also aren't super interested in subsidizing other people's lifestyles by covering a portion of their mortgage being your rent just to hang on to the property. Not to mention, we're going to probably see, in my opinion, lower interest rates by the summer, whether it be tied to inflation being under control or the Fed working with the current administration to help them look better for, the election process and gaining votes, whatever it may be, whatever the actual reason may be, we will probably never know. But at the end of the day, I do believe that we will see lower mortgage interest rates this summer. Now, real quick, I do want to address some folks in the comments because YouTube has pretty much rolled out and enforced this new comment policy. We're going for a little walk, Max and I, or Max and us. Maybe this will be more of a reoccurring theme here, but the wind is definitely picking up. It is crazy windy, and they said that we should expect some pretty gnarly weather coming in over the weekend and into the beginning of next week. And yeah, it's definitely picking up here. I'm a little bit concerned because I have never seen a weather warning forecast like we have seen today for the upcoming days. Maybe it's nothing to worry about. Maybe they're just kind of hyping it up and blowing it out of proportion. But I think it's better to be safe than sorry, and we will do all we can to make sure that we are ready and prepared for what's about to happen. Right, Max? Hey, this way. Come on. Come on, bro. All right. So
Real quick, YouTube's got a new policy. They've actually introduced this last year and they've been talking about it for a minute, but now it's kind of like underway, and they have new comment filters, and one of them is like pause comments, but they're taking a serious stance on comments in regard to primarily how it impacts and affects creators and creator health, mental health, creator emotions, creator safety, creators feelings. With that being said, they're a little bit more stringent on their filter policy. So I'm seeing a lot more comments being stuck and held for review and hidden. So if you leave a comment and you don't see it, then it's probably there. I just have to approve it to be shown. But also, maybe if you leave a comment and it's considered deemed to be hateful or anything like that, then it'll be flagged by YouTube and then ultimately flagged by me, because unfortunately with the videos that I put out, essentially just trying to provide basic, simple information, my own life experiences, and most importantly, the truth. Well, if it's not YouTube censoring me, then it is some folks out there who just want to be mean and hateful, and unfortunately take it out on me and my wife in the comment sections, hidden behind their keyboards, the keyboard warriors in their mom's basement. But regardless, this is the life that we live, and unfortunately we have to, you know, it's funny because YouTube even said that some creators choose not to even look at the hidden, held for review comments because they're so bad, they're so hateful, they're so harmful that it really hurts them as people. Literally crazy stuff. If you guys haven't seen the live stream that we did this morning, go check it out and you'll see. I didn't let all of them through, but some folks are really mean and angry, and they just don't like the fact that we the way that Michelle and I engage with one another and talk and have these conversations with you, which I know the majority of you guys, 99.9% of you, love it. But some of these newcomers, some of these other folks, they really just want to come out here and rain on your parade. All right, got the bag filled. That's another thing. People are like, been out of shape. Like, I hope you pick your dog poop up. Like, I always pick my dog poop up. Like, chill out, calm down. Hey, over here. Side note, Michelle's got some videos going up on Squirrel Tribe and Squirrel Tribe 2.0. Some really important information and cool stuff that she wants to share with you guys. So go check it out if you haven't already. I'm gonna actually head back inside because I thought that I was gonna be able to go over here and show you some of the progress that these folks made in this clearing section where they had to remove and evict the homeless folks that were living in this area that they're starting to build up. But it is getting kind of dark, and if you haven't seen last night's video, then go check it out. And maybe tomorrow, if the weather's not terrible, I'll get out here and try to show you what they've done. Because they've actually gotten a lot done since yesterday, and it'll be daylight, better lighting so you guys can see. Also, hopefully it's not raining, because my camera and my microphone do not like getting wet. You guys remember what happened last time they got wet. But either way, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate you guys and your continued support, and continuing to watch these videos and share these videos. Smash the like button, please. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share these videos with your friends, family. I got a lot more I want to share with you about what's going to be happening and each and every day as it evolves and unfolds, which we never know what tomorrow will bring, but we're ready for it, right? Right? You with me? All right, appreciate you guys. Have a good night. God bless you all.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence, but I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake fans go pop.